Joining us today, I'm very pleased to welcome to this week's CEO Spotlight, Marc Landry, Chief Technology Officer at Major Drilling, and David Clarke, Senior Advisor for Geological Technologies. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Adrian. Nice to be
Thank
here.
you.
Well, it's great to have you. I mean, Major Drilling is a major name in this business. I've been working at the Northern Miners since 2012 in October, and I have seen your name many times over the years. So it's great to have you on the show for this week's CEO Spotlight. So, Marc, tell us about Major Drilling and what the company is up to these days. How are you guys innovating?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Adrian. Major Drilling has been around for 45 years, coming up just this next year, and 30 years since our IPO. And we've always been very innovative. We partner with our key customers and we develop solutions for them and for employees. We've always done it kind of in the background, right? I mean, we have lots of rod handling solutions. We have computers on drills, right? But it's an exciting time right now. There's a push from our customers for data and technology, and the advent of AI has really come to light, right? So we're excited right now to be pushing along now with new solutions and new offers for our customers and our employees.
Yeah, very interesting. And of course, AI, as you say, being, one of the big themes and developments in the workforce really this year. So how is the company adopting and bringing AI into your business? Is it through drilling? How does AI play a role in this, mining business of rocks and earth?
Yeah, so technology is becoming a point of focus for us at Major across all of our branches on all continents where we operate over 600 drills. And it's come up to a focus to the point where we've now created my role. Now I'm focusing solely on innovation as a new position, the Chief Technology Officer for the company. And also realizing that helping our customers with geology is becoming really central in what their efforts are. And that's why we're excited to have Dave Clarke as a senior geologist joining our efforts. It's proving to be very a success. And so what we're doing right now is we've spent our time looking at what our customers are studying. There's a lot of different scanning technologies that are developing right now. And we found a very good solution to be able to bring to our customers, right? And as we're getting ready to put this together, we see this very simply. I mean, it's drill, it's image, and it's automate. It's becoming very clear that that's the sequence that brings what our customers are looking for. So through this new look at how we organize ourselves, we've created an offer called Drillside GeoSolutions because we are drillers and we will bring technology around it. So we have partners that we've announced on July 22nd, where we're working now with DGI Geoscience and Core Geosystems. And we're excited to be working with them to get excellent service and a new product offered to our customers.
Excellent. Yeah, it sounds very interesting. And as you say, it's so much as just about imaging and the data. David, tell us about this partnership. You are the senior advisor for Geological Technologies. What does this partnership mean for the company? What does it mean from your perspective?
Well, Adrian, starting, I guess my perspective is 35 years as an exploration geologist, and the last 11 with Newmont, 7 of those as a group executive for Africa, North America, and North and South America greenfields. And, an exploration department, whether it's greenfields, brownfields, or in a mine site, the most expensive thing we do is contract a drilling company. And the second most expensive thing we have in our budget is salaries. So you really want to maximize the value there. And I would say over my career, there are times at my lowest points when I feel like all we're getting out of the drilling is basically an assay. I felt like there's so much more we could get out of it. So earlier this year, Denis Leroux and Marc invited me to meet and talk about the future. And part of that future was what we could be doing with technology in drilling. And I came out of retirement immediately because I was super excited about the future and what we could do. So as Marc said, we now have this partnership with DGI Geoscience and Core Geosystems. And what this is really doing is maximizing the value we're getting out of our drilling for the client. And I would also say, maybe speaking out of school a little bit, but I think exploration departments have been the last to adopt technologies, the last to really benefit from AI. I've watched as the mining department, metallurgy people, they're all really focused on getting the most out of their data. And I think we have a lot of catching up to do on the exploration side. This is going to help us. So specifically with DGI, they operate downhole probes. And these probes work anywhere from doing hydrogeological work hole inspections, geophysical qualities, petrophysics, and also optical viewers. And maybe I'll just mention optical viewers specifically because it's great potential in them to being used more and more. What we're talking about are downhole cameras, either an optical variety or of an acoustic televiewers. And what they're doing is giving an in situ view of what's in the borehole. I mentioned specifically geotechnical applications and structure. We often do that from the core. I know, and most geologists know, working with core is when you get to things that are exciting, core is usually very broken up. And if you're using an orientation tool to kind of get all your structure information together where it's important, it falls apart literally in the core, in that part of the core box. A downhole viewer give you an in situ view of what's going on. You can take that information and feed it back into your structural story. And when I talk about the structural story, it's really about what geologists do, which is we are building a geologic model. And another part to assist us in building the geological model is using core systems here. Now, core is all about scanning, turning unstructured photographs or images into structured data, which themselves are lent into an AI processing, machine learning, and deep learning neural networks, etc. What you end up doing is probably scanning 5 times more material, or rather logging 5 times faster. So with core geosystems, we're talking about automated core logging. I think to some geologists that's seen as a threat, but what they're going to find, in fact, is it frees them up to think more about what they're doing with their core. Really think about what matters in that deposit they're working on. Give them time to think about their domaining, talk about their structure. And when they talk about structure, talk about how it controls mineralization. Those are the important things, and we spend far too much time gathering data instead of working with the data. And if you want to keep good people, you got to keep them focused on what interests them. I think sometimes when you get into a core logging position, it can feel like drudgery because you do a lot of work that basically is on a timeline. You have a lot of data to get through, and you'll find that the closer you get to the deadline, sometimes your quality drops off. It's inconsistent. We have an expression in geology, 6 geologists, 7 opinions, meaning we all have our own biases. And what we do with the core systems, take that bias out, process much more efficiently, and get a far better product. So in the end, helping our clients get a better geological model, a better geotechnical model, a better structural model. That's the future going ahead with those two.
Okay, excellent. So the ultimate benefit here for people who are drilling and geologists is they're going to get a better model. Is that fair?
That's fair. You're going to get a better model, and you also have downstream benefits for the other users. So we don't think about the geometallurgists or the engineers or the geotechnicians, but we're going to give them a better product as well. And I think, since drilling is so expensive in the first place, why don't you get all the data in the first place? I've heard people say we're just too cheap with the data. We don't get enough of it when we're there. Why don't we do that? And I think we're seeing the progressive companies actually demand this now going forward. This is what they want to see. They want to see all the data. And maybe I'll mention going on to that with our Trailblazer products, working with DGI and Core, we have our Rock 5 system. And I always tell Mark, this gets me very excited because drilling has had 2 major changes in the last 50, 60 years. One was the introduction of wireline drilling, which was the ability to get the core out of the hole without having to take all the rods out. And the second thing was using impregnated diamonds coring bits. In the old days, you had the old hand set diamonds on the bits. Now, with Rock 5, we've actually put sensors, about 14 of them on the drill. And in real time, we can measure every input and output, important input and output on that drill, and actually record that data. And it benefits Major in the first case because we can actually optimize our drilling output. We can train green drillers much more rapidly. We can make good drillers great. And besides that, we now have a product that our clients are asking for. Say, we'd like to see the real-time data as well. So it has a new era of, say, transparency between the client and the contractor, which has never existed before. Now, beyond that, that data can also lend itself to artificial intelligence. We can also combine it with what Core is doing and what DGI is doing with new products for our clients. The future is very exciting.
So what are the products again, just to very briefly, just to highlight?
We have DGI with their downhole probes, all the various different kinds of probes, geophysics, optical viewers, hydrogeology, etc. We have the Core Geosystems. This is automated core logging, new efficiency in the use of AI in getting to solutions faster and building better geologic models. We also have the Trailblazer product, which is the Rock 5, which is real-time drill monitoring and real-time data capture. And beyond that, we have other things we've added on, remote control water pumps, Aqualink. So I was just on a project in northwestern BC. We're pumping up the side of a mountain in the Golden Triangle, and the water pump's 4 kilometers away. But we can turn that water flow off and on, remote controlled at the drill, save the helper going down there, wasting half the day to check it, basically stop pumping water when we don't need it. So there's a resource savings there. And we can also monitor what's happening at the pump shack itself, whether it's getting low on fuel, it's running hot, cold, etc. So small things like that, but huge efficiencies overall.
Okay, excellent. So a whole suite of products here to help really model what's going on underground here and more. So, Marc, if I'm a mining company and I'm interested in pursuing this, if this sounds like a good idea to me, what should I do? How should I proceed?
For sure. Well, go on our website. I mean, we have a section in there basically that explains it. I mean, my contact information is there. Reach out. We really look forward to having great conversations with our customers and future customers also. And also, we'll be at the Mine Expo coming up on the 24th to the 26th of September. So come and see us at booth 4270. We'd be really happy to exchange and to discuss this further.
Okay, excellent. So that's Mine Expo booth number 4270 or number 4270. And if you want to learn more about the products, go to majordrilling.com. Marc Landry, Chief Technology Officer at Major Drilling, and David Clarke, Senior Advisor for Geological Technologies. Thank you for joining us and sharing the exciting new products at Major Drilling on this week's CEO Spotlight.
Thanks so much, Adrian.
Thank you.